I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart.
Oh, he was the one we met in the village. Okay.
But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different.
Yeah, the characters are fun. Game looks good.
Sometimes the truth it brings is personal.
Interface is a little clunky. There are a lot of things buried in menus. Like drill down a lot to find stuff. I do remember you. I remember you too.
He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone, but unlike you, he doesn't think of the past, for it's gone. He understands history made Loopa Loopin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you.
Oh, I want revenge. I'm ready to forgive. Oof. That's the thing. I think I'm done with the tutorial now. Pretty sure I am. Got out of the... But I'm still being told stuff. Yeah, I feel like I want to forgive him. Even though he did try to kill me and my mother and my father. I have a feeling he may not want to be ready to forgive me, so we'll see. Don't know why they were fighting in the first place.
Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Fan that flame!
Yeah, so it's hard to tell because we were very young when this happened. Really don't know what our character's thinking about this whole situation. Yeah, but Loopa Loopin was a... He's this giant guy who came in and stomped on everybody in our village and killed my mother and father. We don't know why, though. Don't know why. He's just a jerk, or is there some reason for it? Light. Lights in my eyes make it burn brighter. Guess I might as well lean into the light side here.
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous.
I've got all the cold, sick burns you need, Dark.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to, but I want to.
Would like to
kind
know
of,
if
yeah.
you ever doubt the choices
like
you
your
made
inner
on the
aura, your
path
inner
that
balance.
brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different direction?
And depending on how your light and dark sort of balances, it means you can use different abilities. So if you're like heavy on the dark side, you can use certain sort of more nastier abilities. The light side lets you use... Oh, it's funny. One of the things looked like for the light side was kind of looked like force lightning. Which, so... Take that as you will. Let's see. I did the best I could.
Supposes that's all any of us can do. Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking.
They're mostly stable. They want answers. They're mostly stable.
Thinks that's more than most are. It's hard to keep to a path like that. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff.
What is a Jumbo Puff?
That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy. That's accurate enough. If you can see past the blue color, that is.
Okay, new main quest.
The spent nuclear fuel
All right,
that
we saw that
Toxol
already.
dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin.
So what are my other quests here? Go to the transport tab to select which mount to spawn from the top slot. Yeah, so far from what I've seen, the puffs are basically sort of, I don't know. That's like half alligator, half cat. At least we fought a small one early on. They're very fluffy. They're like low to the ground with short legs and a big thick tail and lots of teeth. Let's see. Journal. Side quests. So we have a ton of side quests here.
This story is as powerful as you'll let it be.
Before we go into the ruin, what time is it? Let's do a few side quests with the time we have left. So, let's see, map, journal, side. Follow the rail yard. So if I hit 4. Oh, there he is. Where did he go?
This box once tailed a chugga-chugga. Now it's just off track.
Ah,
Look at that, right in the chug yard. Follow the rails and you'll find all sorts of little treasures scattered all over the place.
what did I find? Who left these?
Who do you think? You're not the first wanderer in these parts. Good work finding that track. They can teach you so much about the world. Keep looking for more.
Okay. That was a very short side quest. So let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's a super... Well, yeah, it'll be a fun little game. My biggest complaint, honestly, is the dialogue is slow because the character talks in gibberish first and then the narrator translates it for you, so everything takes twice as long almost. So Dead Zone is there. Let's go do that maybe.
Don't be feary. It probably won't bite.
Take advantages of the open worldness.
That's some sharp wood scrap there. Watch for splinters.
Scrap tower. Guess it gives me, I think, crafting resources. Actually, let me see. I thought I saw a setting. Audio. guess it's just gibberish volume. Frequency. How often creatures speak gibberish? Huh. I don't know if that's just like random gibberish when you're walking around town, or if that's... I assume they wouldn't turn off gibberish in the main dialogue. Anyway.
Always good to have some wood scrap like that on hand.
So we've been through Bricktown. Collected all the things. Pretty sure we've already done this. It seems
Let's
to
see.
have them pinged even though already selected. Already peed on them. Whoa. Pretty.
It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place.
A helpless soul. Somebody trapped?
Doesn't riding a beast like this feel good?
It does. Oh, you're just gonna shoot me, okay. Guys, what is it, 8? It's an 8, huh? Eight and a 9.
You're not dead yet.
Yeah, level 7.
Hand them defeat.
Cool.
This one seems to be in good spirits, despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions.
Let's see. I already feel good. I'll help you.
Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others.
I have a very silly hat on, don't I?
Light instantly banishes dark.
So much clearer.
How much light do you really need?
All the light, all of it!
I mean, you could leave a little space for the dark.
All the light.
That's an interesting question. It's like, do we need balance in our life? So let's see. Need level 10. Finding lots of higher level gear. Area complete.
The oil claimed this land a long time ago.
Grease jacket. That is not an upgrade. Gotta level up. So I was trying to make kind of a battle mage type thing, but I'm not sure if we can actually really do that. We're gonna throw one more into. So charisma's only barter. Luck increases crit chance and loot chance slightly. We're gonna throw one into strength. Seem to be punching a fair amount. I think.
Reflexed.
Sure. We have 3 psi points now. Let's see. Psi freak. Mutations. Psi powers. So we could get freeze. We need 6 more points though. You get blaze now. That kind of work for a battle mage. That's a kind of close up and melee base. Maybe we save our psi points then. Takes 10 light aura. Got 9. Probably would have that by the time we get. Get enough psi points. Okay. So we have 2 of those. Save those. Upgrade resists. Do that. We have 2 upgrade points. Yeah, let's do size spikes. You know, I don't know what affects your appearance. It's a good question. It's a good question. Your aura is visible, it's only kind of an internal thing. If it makes the little light creature bigger or not, change it. Not sure. Just pants. Ooh, camouflage pants. When do we get those? Yeah, let's equip those. Nice. So much better. Looking good. Nobody will see me coming. Torso. I think I want to scrap a bunch of this stuff. So do we get this amount of green when we scrap it? Let's see. No, we get the actual parts.
A fresh start with fresh scrap. Scrapalicious.
Scrapalicious. Okay. Still think this badger hat's the best. Now this one will give us a little more energy, less health though, more armor. We go for that. We're using lots of key. It's key. And we'll scrap stuff.
Wild headgear.
Cool. So no shoulders, no back yet. Playing melee was a mistake. It's bad. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a bit of everything, so I honestly don't know what's happening. I'm pressing buttons. So far, things are happening. The game definitely wants you to like not just stand there. I feel like I get punished as soon as I try to. Can't refund anymore. I get punished so hard if I melee too much. There's like some of the longer combos, the big slow combos. Interrupted. Game is pretty though. So tell me the level of these sectors. Tried the one boss you're still in with your ranged weapon. You're not main damage at all and it was easy. All right, let's make our way towards the notice board.
That's a myriad tribe outpost. Sky's turning up.
And I have trouble seeing the block indicators. See you with the shield. Donk. Can I get down this way? I can't. Definitely cannot swim well.
Night is the time to take care of business.
I'd like to find one more notice board here. All right, let's do a falling down experiment. No, not bad.
there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
Goop flounders. I think I should be able to do something with this. Should have paid closer attention to the swimming lessons, apparently. Not doing too well. There we go.
Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. Wonder if any of it matters now. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went under the surf. They helped clog the surf into goo.
Why clog up the surf?
Toxanol didn't do it on purpose, I don't think. Their machines made a mess, though, and they never cleaned up after themselves. You should be able to find a track here. Just need to keep your eyes open.
Oh, so the narrator is a little bug on our shoulder. That makes sense. It's like, where is this strange voice coming from? My ear, whispering in my ear.
It's time for an adventure, for good or bad.
You can mark your territory, let them know. Whose flag this is. I guess that outpost, we've never been, this is actually a separate outpost. It's not the main city. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's do this side quest, Subnautica Station. We just finished Subnautica the game. Then we'll call it for today, I think.
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together we can remember the story as it was.
So, tell me about my kindling hood. Tell me about Lupa Lupin. Is this basically revisiting memories we've already done? Last time I said I remember you too.
He recalls you wouldn't put in the time required to learn how to swim. He bets you regret that now.
Yes, I do now.
Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it.
We've already had this conversation with another guy.
He thinks that's the right thing to do. It's only when you have forgiven that you'll find peace.
The light shines on.
Better isn't the word I would use.
Right, not better. Best.
You're the worst.
The worst of being the worst. We're just the best.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like?
I don't know. Which kind do we like? Do we like the easy way or the hard way? I assume hard way will have better rules.
Hit the open surf then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new friends. Can hardly believe the world is going to make it. Wonders what that's going to do to the goo. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like sunshine on the surf.
So we're hard to look at. We're that bright. We're that bright?
Never seen any brighter. Shine on.
I feel like I've almost spent more time in dialogue than I have in gameplay.
Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Subnautica station, as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit. So you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the
So it looks like we're going to meet up with sort of characters from our childhood. This guy, we met the otter guy, we met the little guy, the scrap, the mechanic guy. We're going to collect scrap in order to do stuff. Is the surf really that polluted?
Out of Date told him the undersurf was the epicenter of the contamination. This was where it struck hardest and inflicted the biggest change to the ecosystem.
All right. Wanted to do Subnautica Station. Journal side. Oh. Subnautica Station, just to find that guy? Okay, so these are very short. No, follow the trail. There we go.
It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. Hey, you found the track, even around all this goopy goo. Nothing escapes your googly eye. The surf here looked cleaner when that track was made.
People went under surf?
Old world dive pods had a built-in air supply, so you could breathe below the surf. Glad you had the patience to learn more about how the surf got gooed.
So is this kind... Alright, so it's kind of... Alright, interesting. Are those footprints, or are they just, you know, bits of info? I guess let's wait and do some of these scrap things tomorrow. Get in there? It's on the other side, maybe. Yeah, it'd be nice if a lot of this world building stuff happened as you were walking around. So you didn't have to sort of stop and stare and wait for them to talk. I guess a lot of it is dialogue choice driven. Okay, I guess you get back up top. You know what, let's go to this outpost.
Don't lose your way in the blackness.
Can I make it across this? Don't think I can. Do. Marked it too close.
Let's see.
Wow, they're kind of packed together, aren't they?
The Vespidat outpost, longtime home of the Myriad tribe. Says nowadays everything seems to be falling apart. Even Could you help out with the fire beacon? It's gone out. They can't reach the fire beacon to relight it, but you could.
What's it for?
Claims it signals the end of days when it flares up, but now it's out. Says the fire beacon's not too far. Just keep your head up. Sometimes you can still see the smoke coming up from it.
Just the end of days. No big deal.
And if you see their mother, please send her home. They miss her.
I'll be sure to look for your mother.
Seems choked up to hear that.
All right, new side quest. Now we're talking. What do we got? Some merchants, another quest. Okay. Let me grab this quest.
Shine's happy that the Myriad can count on a friend as bright as you.
Bugged out, sir.
Figures most maybe don't have a good reason to get up, what with the world ending and all. They have a pal who needs help waking up their whole crew, though. Not sure why they're having so much trouble, but it's a real problem. Hope they're okay.
Why do you think I can help? No idea what's going on.
Figures there's nothing you can't do. At least so far, right? Says to head out that way, and you should find the friend. They can show you the sleepers. You might have to do more than shout at them. They're down hard. Without your help, though, they'll probably sleep themselves dead.
All right, I hope I can help those people.
Figures if you can't do it, they're dead for sure.
All right. So many quests, holy crap. Okay, we will finish exploring the rest of this outpost tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. Too early to make a final judgment. See how things go tomorrow. Now that I'm sort of starting to figure out the combat a bit more. Hopefully we can get a new weapon maybe tomorrow. That'd be nice. It'd be cool if we could get Breeze. That looks fun. So, but yeah, we'll keep going with more Biomutant tomorrow. I'm gonna go get some lunch now. Be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, for more Biomutant. And we'll see. I mean, it'd be fun to do most of the side quests and everything. I've heard it's a sort of a 50, 60 hour game. Do all the side quests. Much less if you kind of just power through the main quest line. Maybe like 15 hours. So we'll see. See what we do. It's pretty. It's pretty. Anyway, chat, I'm going to take off. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out this morning. It's been fun exploring a new game. Probably, what is today? Today's Wednesday. So Biomutant probably the rest of this week and probably a good chunk of next week. After that, may try out some smaller indie stuff. The DLC for Cloudpunk came out this week. Maybe want to try that. Should be a shorter one. And then we got Days Gone sometime in there. And we've got Necromunda Hired Gun sometime. Check out that. Lots of stuff coming out in the next few months. So plenty to do. Anyway, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow morning for more Biomutant. Until then, have a wonderful day. Be safe, be good to each other, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.